Hi, everyone, and welcome to your virtual tour of the Disneyland Resort in Anaheim, California. So, since we can't physically be at the parks, the next best thing we could do is to be there in spirit and learn a little bit about the history and some things to do at Disneyland. So, I've been going to Disneyland since I was born, often as a pass holder, and whether you're an annual pass holder now or you've never been to Disneyland, learning these things will help prepare you for your next visit. So, in my speech, I will be giving some history and some things to do in Fantasyland, New Orleans Square, and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So, our first stop is Fantasyland, which is home to the center and symbol of Disneyland, Sleeping Beauty's castle. Walt Disney wanted the castle to be the first thing guests saw when they arrived, and unlike Cinderella's castle in Florida, which stands at 189 feet according to Ariel Shinke's 2019 Insider article, Sleeping Beauty's castle is drastically smaller at only 77 feet. However, Chris Dolan of Getaway Today reports that in order to make the castle still feel very large, vibrant, and exciting, they use something called forced perspective, which is when they have bigger bricks at the bottom and smaller bricks at the top to make the castle seem taller than it actually is. The castle is the entrance to Fantasyland, and it really helps transport guests into this new reality. Here, you're able to try to pull Excalibur out of the stone, fly with Peter Pan, and chase the White Rabbit down to Wonderland. And this idea of really immersing the guests is also seen in its restaurants. The Red Rose Tavern is based off of the bar Gaston goes to in Beauty and the Beast, and here you're even able to try the gray stuff, which is mentioned in the song Be Our Guest. But the thing that guests come here for isn't the food, it's actually this cup. So in 2017, when the Red Rose Tavern first opened, Disneyland started selling these Red Rose cups in order to promote their new Beauty and the Beast movie, and you can only get the cup at this location. So this cup became so popular that, according to Heather Navarro of NBC, guests would start lining up as soon as the park opened and wait hours in line to try to get one of these cups. Even though they were sold for $15, you could find it on eBay for a couple hundred, and the cup sold out in less than a month. Now, let's trade fantasy for reality and head over to New Orleans Square. According to NOLA, New Orleans Square was the first addition to Disneyland after opening, and one of the most popular rides here is Pirates of the Caribbean. Opening in 1967, Pirates has become one of the most popular rides at the park and has become a must-do for fans all over the world. However, in 2017, Disneyland announced that they would be removing their infamous redhead animatronic because they believed that her scene was promoting selling women into slavery. This was faced with some backlash, but ultimately Disney stuck with their plans and the animatronic has since been removed. While New Orleans Square might not seem like that big of an area compared to the rest of the park, it is home to the most popular and the most expensive and exclusive restaurants of the parks. So the first restaurant is the Blue Bayou, which is located inside the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. And this restaurant is so popular that you have to make a reservation to get in, often a few weeks in advance. And if you think that's long, that's nothing compared to Club 33 just a few doors down. So Club 33 was created by Walt Disney in order to take his executive friends somewhere quiet so that they could discuss business deals, but it's since been open to the wealthy and the famous. According to Erica Marie's 2017 article from The Richest, in order to become a platinum member of Club 33, there is an initial $25,000 fee you have to pay, and then an annual $10,000 fee to keep your name on a waiting list with a 10-year minimum. However, everyone that's gone to Club 33 said that it's well worth the wait and it's something that I've always wanted to try. Now, let's head over to our last stop, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So Galaxy's Edge is the newest addition to Disneyland, and it's 14 acres, which makes it the largest addition to Disneyland to date. It is so large, in fact, that they had to extend the borders of the park. Disneyland is surrounded by a railroad system, so this used to be what the park looked like, but after adding Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, they had to reroute the railroad system so that it could encapsulate everything. The creators of this land really wanted to make sure guests felt like they were immersed completely. So, in order to do that, they built the land lower than the rest of the park, so that if you were outside of the land, you wouldn't be able to see anything in it, and if you're inside Galaxy's Edge, you wouldn't be able to see the rest of the park. So, it really felt like you were transported to a new world. Here, you're able to see a life-size Millennium Falcon, and you're able to drive it as well in the ride Smuggler's Run. And this idea of really transporting guests into this new world is seen in its restaurants and shops. So here you're able to dine at Olga's Cantina, like in the movie, and you're able to have some drinks and just hang out here, or you're able to have some authentic street food at some of the marketplaces. And this neat thing about the stores here is that they're all stylized in a swap meet setting. So instead of buildings and things like that, you're outside, and the cast members too also talk to you in a specific lingo and really stay in character. And one of the great things you could do here is build a lightsaber. And while there's some misleading information online, it's sold for $129, which isn't like as much as some websites are saying, but you're paying for the lightsaber and the experience to build one, so you're not just paying for the object. So in conclusion, Disneyland has a lot of exciting things and a lot of exciting history that will help prepare you for your next visit. We learned about the history and some things to do at Fantasyland, New Orleans Square, and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and this will help you appreciate the magic next time you visit.